and all the best in the final week.
Stop being delusional. Stop being a crybaby. Stop being a crybaby, beta snowflake. Stop being a crybaby. The Lions were a mediocre trash defense. The Lions had a mediocre performance from that quarterback. The Lions cannot run the football. The Lions defense was garbage. The Lions got lucky that CeeDee Lamb fumbled it and went straight to the end zone for a touchback. Otherwise, you ain't got no chance of winning the game. Stop being a crybaby and start looking in the mirror. Stop playing victim. Detroit is a bunch of sorry-ass motherfuckers who got lucky when CD fumbled it to the end zone. The Lions had a garbage performance. The Lions were an absolute joke. The Lions were absolutely gifted an opportunity to stay in the game. The Lions were an absolute joke. The Cowboys' offense was the star of the show. When you get picked off twice without scoring a touchdown pass, you're mediocre trash. You can't run the ball. It's second, third, and 1, but you get bitch slapped back for -3 yard run. You're a mediocre team. So stop playing the victim. You lost the game yourselves. You did not show that you are the best team out there on the field. But all that I've seen tonight was that you all got very lucky. That the referees reversed a very scripted, fortunate fumble into the end zone. That's all I've seen. This is all I've seen. The NFL script writers wanted a dramatic game. They wanted this to come down to the last minutes, to the last seconds. It was a scripted. CeeDee Lamb purposely fumbled it to the end zone. He purposely fumbled it. He should have scored. Lions are awful. They're trash. Cowboys, there's zero chance Cowboys face off against that mediocre trash Detroit Lions team. They should have been 21-3 Lions. What game are you watching? Stop doing drugs. The Cowboys kept the Lions in the game. That was a stupid interception. That was a stupid fumble for the touchback. This was virtually a 10-plus point Dallas Cowboy victory. Stop being delusional. Detroit has zero chance of winning the Super Bowl. It's time to stop doing drugs. Maybe it's time to stop doing shrooms because Detroit's not winning anything. These are boring matchups. Get the popcorn out for the Cowboys and the Eagles and the Cowboys 49ers. This is great for business. Stop taking the shrooms. No one cares about the Lions and mediocre Jared Goff. It's awful. It's awful. This team did not deserve an opportunity to stay in the game. What do I care if the referees gave the Cowboys the game at the end? The Cowboys gave the Lions opportunity to stay in the game. The Lions are not powerful. They're a weak team. They have to beg the Cowboys to allow them to stay in the game. Oh, please gift us a fumble. It goes back into the end zone for a touchback. This is a weak football. They could not run the ball. They could not stop a code. The Lions are an awful, awful, awful team. You better hope the Cowboys don't win the Super Bowl because Jerry Jones has ended the curse of Jimmy Johnson. The Cowboys had all the bad luck over the past 28 years, and I say this as a Cowboys hater. The Cowboys had some bad luck. Tony Romo dropping the snap there for the field goal. That's bad luck. That's bad luck. The Cowboys got robbed because Des Bryant caught the football. It's called bad luck. Might as well get some calls back for the Dallas Cowboys. That's how I look at it. I think the Eagles are fraudulent. Do you think there's even a chance I'll take a sip of alcohol during the first two Cowboy games? No, because the NFC South is NFC South. The Eagles are a fraudulent, mediocre team. In the 104th season, the Cowboys, Dak Prescott goes 10-4 against the Eagles. So I already eyeballing the 49ers because 49er fans will be in here like fleas and pests on January 28th. They're the most retarded fan base in the NFL. Very little do they know it's the day that the Cowboys were founded. So happy January 28th to the Dallas Cowboys. This is how the 49ers fans are a low IQ fan base. They don't understand that their history is scripted because of the gold rush, and they get the gold domer helmet from Notre Dame, Joe Montana from Notre Dame. These fans are delusional. And they're completely delusional. You got to think logically, not with your emotions, because, no one can even fathom the possibility of the Cowboys making it to the Final Four. But I do, and I hate the Cowboys. It's time to get over that emotional, I want the Cowboys to lose. It's not happening. The Cowboys won because Jimmy Johnson has ended the Jerry Jones curse in December. It's over. It's over. The Dallas Cowboys have won the Super Bowl. The Dallas Cowboys have won the Super Bowl tonight. The moment Jerry Jones has honored his friend and he has gotten rid of the ego. This was the Jimmy Johnson night. They have won. There's no chance the Cowboys are going to win 6 games and win their 6th Super Bowl. The occult is speaking. You got to stop being a crybaby snowflake. Las Vegas is going to murder the public. You got to be a sly fox. Understand what's happening right in front of you. You got to be a sly fox. You have to be a sly fox. You have to be a sly fox. This ain't time to be emotional, hoping the Cowboys are going to lose in January. Oh, God. Because Dallas Cowboys are going to win. You got to get over. Kyle Shanahan has not abandoned the ego. He could have bought Tom Brady for easy Super Bowl, but his ego is collapsed the 49ers. Kyle Shanahan wants to, he's only concerned with being smart. He's got to be the smartest coach out there. The easiest thing to do is just sign Tom Brady, win an easy ring. But then I have to be the genius. I have to be the genius. Kyle Shanahan's a dumbass. He's a dumbass and a retard. He's an overrated coach. He gets his ass spanked 100 times on primetime on Christmas. He has no quarterback. 49ers have no quarterback. They don't have a quarterback. They don't have Tom Brady. They're going to regret not signing their biggest fan. It has already happened. You've seen the Cowboys win road games. Don't BS yourself. Cowboys have won 4 road games this year. Dallas Cowboys virtually beat the Dolphins. They did. They beat the Dolphins. Where's the crybabies on that one? You see all the luck, the referees for the Dolphins. Oh, you cry about the refs because it's the Lions. You feel supposed to feel sorry for them. What about the referees the last game? It all evens itself out. So why y'all being a crybaby snowflake about the referee? We're not in this position. If CeeDee Lamb doesn't give the opportunity for the Lions to stay in the game, the scripted touchback to keep the game close, to keep Cowboy haters watching the game because it's all rigged for ratings. So, of course, the touchback was rigged because it's all rigged for ratings. It's what it comes down to. Cowboys are blowing this team out of the water. You gotta stop doing drugs and watch the same game I'm watching because you ain't watching a real game out there, aren't you? But it's okay. Be an over-emotional crybaby. It's how Las Vegas has wanted this game to turn out. They want the people to bet against the Cowboys hard this January. They have unleashed the hatred and the bigotry of the public. The occult is speaking. The occult has already brainwashed and conditioned the public to hate on this Cowboys team this January. They've already done so. Dallas and 13 go hand in hand a lot. It's the Montreal of Dallas because of the fact that it's been 13 years since the Cowboys hosted the Super Bowl. It's called knowledge. But be a bigot. Go for the 49ers. Be a bigot. Go for the Ravens. Go for anyone the Chiefs are playing. Be a bigot. Being a bigot means you have hate, thou shalt continue the suffering. Gotta let go of the hate. Gotta see what they're doing. Gotta see what they're doing. They're taking advantage of the public's hatred of the Dallas Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys are the greatest team on planet Earth. They're certainly not your team. They're certainly not my team. They're certainly not the 49ers. They're certainly not lots and lots of teams out there. The Patriots are done winning Super Bowls. The Patriots are not the Dallas Cowboys. A lot of teams really love, want to be the Cowboys. They hate the Cowboys because they can never, ever be the Cowboys. The Lions are a delusional team. There's a team that hasn't won a playoff game in 30 years. It's time to stop playing victim and realize that when you're playing victim, you can never, ever win a playoff game. That's why your team sucks, Detroit. They suck. You guys suck more than the Cardinals. You can't even make a Super Bowl. That's how much you suck. Can't even make a conference title game. You suck. You guys suck. You don't have a quarterback. You don't have a Kurt Warner. You have Jared Goofball. You're not going to win anything with Jared Goff. It's common sense at the end of the day. This is what it comes down to. Over emotional. Lions, I live in Detroit. Lions win the Super Bowl. But this team was delusional. Their defense was exposed. Matthew Stafford's going to break the Lions fans' hearts. They're going to lose. Because, again, the Lions are not many teams except for the, Cleveland Browns probably. But who's had a longer streak without winning a playoff game than the loser Detroit Lions? I'm glad I'm not a loser Lions fan. That's a sad existence to be a loser fan of the Detroit Lions. They love getting fucked in the ass by the NFL, but it's only because CeeDee Lamb gifted the Lions 7 points. The Cowboys over the Chiefs, because everybody hates the Chiefs. Kansas City has to win the AFC and lose the Super Bowl. Patrick Mahomes can be the most hated player on planet Earth when he loses the Super Bowl against the hated Cowboys. People are going to hate on Patrick Mahomes for choking the game. This is how he's going to be the richest quarterback in the league. Matthew Stafford has more Super Bowls than the loser Detroit Lion fan base. And this is why he won the Super Bowl after he left the garbage franchise. I understand. Matthew Stafford was 4,000 yards. He's a baller. He's not trash. Now, Jared Goofball certainly is trash. 3 points in the Super Bowl. He fits perfectly with the Detroit Lions. Lions are losers. They're a loser team. I'm not surprised tonight happened. Lions don't know how to be a team to a pulp. They lack a killer mentality. They love playing victim. They don't look at themselves. They don't look at the play count. They don't look at the 3rd and short. Oh, you get shoved back 3-4 yards for a 3-4 yard rushing loss. There's a weak offensive line. The Lions haven't beaten any good team to date. Certainly no contenders in the NFC, in the AFC. They got lucky. Many things happen week 1. It's week 1. You're not going to play at your best in week 1. How am I a bandwagon hopper? I'm a Cowboy hater. I hate the Cowboys. I picked the Lions many times to win this year. But this is called being emotional. You got to get over it. I'm absolutely right about the Lions because Jimmy Johnson was finally acknowledged by Jerry Jones. And all of that happened after the fact when I predicted the Cowboys to win the Super Bowl. So it all went from they're not winning the Super Bowl with Jerry Jones. Oh, they're not winning even when Jimmy Johnson gets into the Ring of Honor. The curse of Jimmy Johnson will never win. Or he gets inducted to the Ring of Honor. Oh, Jerry Jones never won a Super Bowl as long as he won. Then there's a big sense. This team is not worth any mention at all. They're losers. They're a sorry joke. I got clowns predicting this team to win the finals. Losers. Loser, loser, loser. Wow, man. Many Raider fans are on crack. They think the team is winning the Super Bowl. I mean, you get a quarterback first. Like, what are you talking right now? You're on the drugs. They're not even going to win the AFC West. I guarantee it. Because they're losers. This team should at least look respectable, but they don't want a point guard because they're losers. They want to play defense. This team is losers. They play like losers in Game 6 against Nuggets. They play like losers in Game 7 against the Mavericks. So it is what it is. They're losers. And they're garbage. And they're trash. Crybaby Cowboy haters are thinking the refs gave the Cowboys a game. I mean, they are delusional. Delusional. The Lions lost the game when they couldn't stop a cold. They got obliterated by the Ravens. It's all scripted Fugazi hoax anyways, because all Cowboys are not winning the Super Bowl. Even though most objective people watching the game see that the Cowboys pretty much won the game by 11, 15 points, and they did. They dominated that team. Jared Goofball couldn't even throw a touchdown. They couldn't even run the ball. They couldn't even stop. What game are you watching? The Lions are garbage. Cowboys are playing prevent defense. This was, of course, the Cowboys are playing prevent defense because the Lions suck. Lions suck. When the Lions suck again, it means we get Cowboys Eagles in the division. We get Cowboys Niners in the conference title game. The Lions suck. This team cannot play victim anymore. They're going to lose again when the playoffs start. You have Jared Goofball, not Kurt Warner. You don't have Warner, Fitzgerald, or any of these guys. You don't even have Matthew Stafford and Megatron. This team is worse than the Lions team with Matthew Stafford. They're worse. They cannot win. They don't even have Sue. This is mediocre team. They don't have game-changing Hall of Fame players. They don't have Micah Parsons. They don't have CeeDee Lamb. They don't have Dak Prescott. They don't have a Hall of Fame Super Bowl winning coach, Mike McCarthy. All the people making excuses about the Lions, they're just hating on the Dallas Cowboys. It's what it comes down to because the Lions are a mediocre team. They lost the Lions. They almost lost to the Vikings. This team is a joke. Cowboys beat the Eagles. They beat the Rams. They beat playoff teams. They were so close to winning against the Dolphins on the road. It's a playoff team. So cry harder because you can't change the outcome anymore. So cry harder. It's already been decided.